Hello everyone, welcome to my channel RuTechTalkz. Today we will learn about SDET role. As nowadays we heard a lot of about this role and its requirement in the market. So let's understand what is this SDET and can we fit ourselves in this role. In this we will cover the introduction to SDET. We will have the overview of the SDET role and we will learn about the requirement of the skills and the responsibilities involved in this role. Also, we will see the difference between QA and SDET. And lastly, we will conclude. Before moving ahead, if you have not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified on my new tutorials upload. So what is SDET? SDET stands for Software Development Engineer in Test. So let's understand about the role of the software development engineer in test, that is SDET. SDET is a professional responsible for creating automated test framework. So this is the main task of the SDET, that the SDET has to be experienced in creating the automated test frameworks, designing and implementing the test cases, and also writing code to improve overall testability of the software. So it's but obvious that if the SDT must have the role of the framework building or framework designing, he will have the code writing skills. SDT also plays an intermediary role between the skilled developers and testers, working on both the development and testing phases. So they bridge between development and testing. So let's learn about the key responsibilities of the SDET. Key responsibilities are obviously designing and building automation framework, test script writing, and result analysis. These are the basic, or you can say main responsibilities of any person who is working as SDET. So in automation framework building, they have to design and build the automation frameworks for test, enabling efficient and effective testing processes. They have to write and execute the automated test scripts to ensure the functionality and performance of the software application. And they have to analyze the test results to identify the issues and areas for improvement in the software. What are the skills required for a SDT role? So the major skills required are coding skills. Then the SDT must have the testing knowledge and CI/CD process knowledge. So in coding skills, they should know the programming well. They should have command on the programming languages, and the additional skills like understanding the importance of SQL database proficiency in the context of the software testing. The major skills required are programming proficiency for demonstrating the strong coding skill and hands on experience with multiple test automation tools and frameworks. Then, language command, they should have good command over one or many languages to support the development of automation frameworks and test scripts. So, these are the main skills required. Under testing knowledge, they should have the knowledge of the methodologies and tools. They should understand the performance and API testing, the significance of the performance testing in validating the functionality and efficiency of the software application. And they should learn continuously and adapt to the new tools and methodologies in the dynamic field of software testing. Because nowadays the tools are changing, there are many tools coming up in the market. So the person working as SDT should upgrade the knowledge. Apart from all these skills, they also should have the skill of collaboration and teamwork, the problem solving skill, and the CI/CD processes understanding. Now let's see what is the difference between SDT and QA. There is a thin line between SDT and QA, but still it makes the huge difference in these two roles. As SDT is more on the coding or development side and QA is more on testing side. What is the role difference between these two? The SDT focuses on development, highlighting that SDTs are more focused on development tasks for testing, such as building automation frameworks and writing code to support testing. And quality assurance professionals, they focus on testing fundamentals and test planning, execution, and reporting skills. What about industry demand for these two? SDTs are high in demand nowadays due to their unique blend of strong coding skills and testing knowledge. Many a times the role of the SDT is stressful. Why? Because the coding is involved, upgradation of the knowledge is involved over there, whereas QA role is less stressful than the SDT role. SDT role requires adaptation of the new tools, so it requires continuous learning. It requires to learn the automation test tools, CI/CD processes, industry advancements, whereas QA role is different, wherein the testing processes hardly changes. Conclusion of this is SDT is a unique role. It requires continuous learning, upgradation of the skill. The main tasks involved are creating, designing automated test frameworks, designing and implementing test cases, writing code to improve testability, and understanding the CI/CD processes or building the CI/CD processes, analyzing the test results. It requires strong problem solving skills, collaboration and teamwork, knowledge of performance testing, API testing, etc., and research in the industry advancement so that they can improve on their skill and quality of their work. In difference between SDT are more focused on coding, QAs are not. SDT requires the programming skills, QA does not require the programming skill. SDT are more into developing the automation framework, whereas QAs are more responsible for test planning, execution, and reporting. Having looked at SDT role, we understood that it requires the coding skill, understanding of API and performance testing, understanding of the CI/CD processes. You can learn all these on one tool, that is Katalon Studio. I have shared the tutorials of basic to advanced Katalon Studio, which includes all these skills which one SDT should have. By learning Katalon Studio, you can say that you have the knowledge of one testing tool end to end, from building the framework till testing of web application, APIs on any browser. You are proficient in the CI/CD processes. You are proficient in connecting the database to the automation tool. So please go through the Katalon Studio tutorials and start learning from now. Hope you like this video. If yes, please click like button and share your comments with me. Thank you for watching.